We will watch now what Most Critical had to say about this.
I cannot believe Twitch is actually finally making bot busting a priority on the platform. Botting on Twitch has been a problem.
I will say this, though. Anyone that talks about Twitch's botting issue without talking about every other live streaming platform and its botting problems is a little fraudulent. The problem is this is a standard prisoner's dilemma. Unless there are harsh punishments for view outing, these people are always going to do it because bigger clout equals more opportunities. Yes. Normally when someone is being botted, though, they do get banned, or they're supposed to. This was like a thing. I thought it was a part of the terms of service, as a matter of fact.
Since the beginning of time. And they hadn't taken it seriously forever. But a month ago, they made a statement where they claimed, listen, guys, condoms finally coming off. We're going in raw against bots. We're finally going to do something about it.
Yeah, there's also YouTube Live has a massive botting issue as well. But like, there's so many scam channels, you know, every now and then Elon Musk, every now and then a massive YouTube page will be taken over by hackers. And then all of a sudden it will turn into an Elon Musk YouTube page. And that Elon Musk YouTube page will then immediately try to fucking sell some kind of shitcoin. How surprising. How interesting. You know, it's like Tesla, Elon is streaming now. And it always has like 40K viewers on it. Clearly, that shit is fake. So it happens on every platform. But I will say you have to look at like consistently, like the platforms where like the majority of viewership is botted. Rumble and Kick are platforms where the majority of viewership is botted, as opposed to Twitch, where there are clearly a lot of people who were botting, and I didn't clue in on that.
And I was excited, like that's something to celebrate, but I kind of thought they were just looking to score some good boy points online, like some brownie points, because Twitch's reputation been kind of in the shitter recently. I thought this was just something that they were just doing for lip service. I wasn't entirely convinced they were going to go that hard on it until today. Wow. They have actually done a really good job here, like in this first wave, of getting bots off of Twitch. Like bringing back down these artificially boosted numbers to what they actually are. There's a lot of examples to pull from. The data is all very new, mind you, but I think the best example is from a channel called Meera. I'm sure some of you have at least heard of this because this is something that people have been trying to put on Twitch's plate for the longest time, about a channel that keeps getting recommended to them that isn't actually even a live stream. For the last couple of years, it is just a farming channel where Meera is just farming ads off botted numbers. She doesn't actually even really stream on there. I think she's gone live like a few times over the last couple of years, but it's live 24/7, just pumping reruns of streams she did so long ago, like ancient history. So look at this. This channel for...
I have no idea.
I think like probably 3 years. I don't know how long it's been going on for, but it's been years. Has been sitting at like a steady 2,000 viewers no matter the time of day. And all the channel has done for this time, pretty much exclusively, is run 24/7 reruns of old streams, yet somehow manages to maintain 2,000 viewers throughout the entire duration of it. Then, the day that Twitch bot smiting comes into effect, it goes from 2,000, then down to 15.
The other side of this story that I'm actually interested to find out is that, like, I wonder if Twitch payouts actually pay you out on the bots when you run ads. Obviously, this is not a thing that I can personally test because I, one, don't run ads. Two, there aren't that many ads to run on the politics category that was specifically created because of outside pressure. And last but not least, I don't bot. So I don't have any way to look at my own internal numbers on that in that regard. But I suspect that like when you do run ads, they do not pay out. That's why it takes like 2 to 3 days for Twitch to confirm your ad revenue. They look for anomalies. Are you sure about that? You always run top of the hour ads now? No, I've stopped doing that for a long time. They don't, as far as I know, there's no real trigger for the ads, so no payout. What are you talking about? Bots don't see ads. They only pay out if you see the ad. If there's 10K people watching a stream, not all 10K people see the ad. Are you just saying things as if you're correct? How could the system know that the bots are not watching the ad, though? I think the bot counts might count as an ad view, as a matter of fact. So this actually is like is cluttering up Twitch's existing inventory and literally giving money to content creators for botting. It's actually kind of genius if it is actually paying. It's fraud, but it's kind of genius because then you're literally fucking probably paying for the bots with all the additional ad revenue that you're farming. Some people are saying they do count. Some people are saying they don't count. I actually don't know. But I'm glad that Twitch is like taking action against this.
100. And then the bot detection, I guess, must have kicked into fucking turbo drive. They went Wumbo style. And now she's sitting at 100 to 200. Pretty much overnight. This, to me, is like the most clear example of them actually doing something about botting. I was very surprised to see this. Her channel, which is live right now, by the way, because it's 24/7 reruns. This channel is constantly, or was constantly, recommended to anybody with a brand new account. Like, see how I'm not logged in or anything. I'm still on, like, light mode. This stream was recommended all the time, and somehow still had thousands of viewers on just reruns. Clearly, most, like...
Okay, I'm gonna keep it a buck. 250 viewers for just, like, literally a rerun of some ancient stream is still pretty crazy, right? Like, that is still wild, bro. How thirsty are motherfuckers out there?
Rational, sentient human beings aren't going to be watching that. Like, look at the chat. It doesn't move. And this is exactly what it looked like back then, too.
I don't know. Okay says, can we stick to something more serious? I was making love to my girlfriend and you said something funny and it made her laugh in the background. It really made me feel insecure, especially because I'm only 4.5 inches and I'm not sure what to do with this relationship. I hope this doesn't come across as rude or intrusive. I'm just a viewer and a human. My bad, bro. My bad, bro. I'm gonna turn around and start doing some not so fun shit real quick, dude. I'm so sorry about that. I got you, King.
No movement, there's no chatting, because it's not real. And now the bot detection is here, and you can see that it is finally working. Though I think there are still some bots, like some holdovers here, because there's no way there's 250 people here right now.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. There's 270 people in there, and there's no one in the chat room.
Seems to me like there's definitely still some stubborn bots that Twitch wasn't able to get there, sticking on there like a hemorrhoid. The parasite bot infestation has been decimated but not destroyed, because I cannot imagine 276 people being in this stream right now. Not even as background noise in like a tab they forgot on like an ancient laptop. I don't even see that being the case. I don't think there is a single soul in this realm right now. This shit is more empty than a theater showing Morbius. Like, I just don't believe that. But even still, it's clear that what Twitch is doing is actually pretty effective at blasting bots, which I didn't expect. Her channel, I think, is the best example of it, but there's a lot of other channels, like big streamers that went live over the last day, where their view counts have halved, or even more than halved in some cases. So they actually are taking it kind of seriously. Like I said, I was a little skeptical that they were even going to really try and take down bots, because inflated viewer numbers is good for the platform. Like, I thought they probably wouldn't actually put a lot of resources to it, but it seems I was very wrong. Now, another thing worth mentioning, this scam of like running reruns with bots is not exclusive to just her channel, but you have to wonder how much money she made off of that. This went on for years, and I'm so curious how much money she made just running old streams 24/7 reruns with botted view counts up to 2,000 to 3,000.
How come your viewer numbers are lower than usual? It's because I'm botting, and not because it's the weekend and my community is 30-year-old adults with a job that don't give a fuck about like culture news or specifically Twitch related news. And over the weekend, they're, I don't know, doing whatever the fuck they're doing. I always have lower viewership over the weekend, unless I'm doing something crazy that's like, or something crazy has taken place, like fucking Iran and Israel are in like heated battle with one another. Yeah, as a matter of fact, these numbers are better than last week's numbers. Last week on Saturday, I had like 21K. This week I got 28.
That's probably a pretty substantial chunk of change. It's got a lot of people talking, and I think this is a really great thing from Twitch, to be honest. XQC made a tweet talking about it, saying Twitch cracked down on bots in 2 to 3 days, and viewbotters / victims of viewbotting have been exposed. Streamers that are part of groups / orgs are seemingly being botted much more heavily. Don't want to start a witch hunt, but the data is interesting. Go see for yourself. And then links Twitch tracker, which you can see for yourself. And people are scrubbing through with a fine-tooth comb, taking a peek at these big drops in viewer numbers. And right now, the findings are still pretty early because this has only been in effect for like 2, maybe 3 days now. So it's still like very fresh data. This shit's straight out of the oven. But people are noticing that some of the biggest channels being hit were affiliated with orgs. So like XQC mentions, like some org-affiliated channels were, in a lot of cases, the recipients of some artificially boosted numbers, as evident by a huge drop in viewer numbers over the last couple days out of nowhere. Namely, OTK seems to be the big one. People are seeing a huge drop across the board for most of the channels that have gone live over the last couple days that are with the group. Another channel people have been paying very close attention to is Asmongold's. He's one of the biggest streamers in the world, and he went live the last couple days since the bot fisting has come out from Twitch, and they noticed that his average viewers for both streams had been about 20,000 less than normal. About 20,000 people were banished to the Shadow Realm here, and Asmongold even commented on it, believing that his account was probably botted. He believes with 95% certainty his channel was botted. And he agrees that removing these bot numbers and
removing bots and artificial viewership is better for everyone on the platform. I suspect this is a work in progress, and Twitch is still A/B testing further solutions. You can also cross-reference any data with larger website statistics and see its overall impact.
This fake, phony, baloney viewership from the platform is good for everybody there. And that seems to be the prevailing sentiment, that everyone agrees that getting rid of artificial viewership from Twitch is a net positive to the entire platform.
True, it really is.
The only people that'll have an issue with these fake numbers being blasted is going to be the people that are exploiting them. Yeah. The people that are using the bot services are the only ones that are going to be outraged about it. Now, I also imagine the cope from a lot of people that are going to get caught red-handed with bots is going to be, it wasn't me. I must have been the victim of a malicious bot villain, a supervillain twirling his evil cartoonish mustache. Must have been botting me for all this time. I had no idea. And in some cases, like, that is a real thing. There are cases where some people will bot a channel just because they think it's going to get them in trouble. But that doesn't happen. Like, Twitch, for the longest time, has not taken this botting problem seriously. So that whole idea of, like, a bad actor botting a channel to try and get punishment put upon a streamer they don't like, it's not that common. It happens, sure, but it's not that common because everybody knows Twitch hasn't done anything about botters for so long. So how the fuck could that possibly still be a strategy that someone that doesn't like you would use? That's like you and your buddy going to the public pool and you eat pizza together, and then your friend tries to tell the lifeguard that you didn't wait 30 minutes before getting in the pool. It's like, okay, who gives a fuck? Like, that's the whole way Twitch has treated botting for the longest time. Until now. I think that's going to be like the crutch a lot of people will claim. Like, I wasn't botting. I didn't sign off on anyone botting me. This must have been some stranger in the back alleys trying to hurt my reputation by botting me for all this time. And some people, I'm sure, will be telling the truth, but it's going to be hard to know for sure. But one thing that I think everyone will know for sure is that this is a really good thing for Twitch. I am so glad they're actually taking this seriously and actually wiping out such huge amounts of bots. I'm hoping they are still going to continue doing this because there's still work to be done. All of these bot services are going to do their best to circumvent this so that way their clients can continue to pay them money for this service. They're not just going to roll over and die. They're not going to go belly up and just admit defeat. This is always a tug of war. They are going to come up with new ways of trying to evade Twitch's detection, and I'm hoping this isn't just like a one-time thing where Twitch blew their whole load here on this bot blast. I'm hoping they will continue to allocate resources to fighting against the upcoming bots that are going to be, no doubt, surfacing soon. But either way, this is a great step in the right direction, and I hope it continues. Just wanted to yap about it a bit. That's it. So, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It is a good step in the right direction. I wish that Charlie maybe focused a little bit on like Rumble and Kick as well, because like obviously Twitch is the premier broadcaster alongside YouTube here, and they rely on actual advertisers, and therefore they have a higher degree of responsibility here to ensure that their viewership is real and not artificially boosted by bots. Having said that, however, every other platform that is a live streaming platform, for the most part, has a tremendous number of bots. I would go so far as to say majority bots, as a matter of fact. Like Rumble and Kick comes to mind immediately. That's why when you look at those like streamer data charts, where, you know, I'm up there as like one of the top content creators, and half of the motherfuckers that are in the top 10 content creators for live streaming are basically from Rumble and Kick. And when they actually put those numbers together, like the streamer data charts, when they actually put those numbers together as though this is like real organic viewership, it does end up creating this like weird situation where like, how many people do you know that like genuinely go to fucking Rumble or Kick and are like, oh man, I can't wait to watch my favorite Kick streamer on Kick, or I can't wait to watch my favorite Rumble streamer, you know? Especially the Rumble thing. Like, that's crazy. If you look at the Rumble numbers, like Dan Bongino is one of the top content creators on the planet, you know? You're underestimating it? No. There's not even that many people who watch Twitch, man. You're crazy. I think it's all just like fake is what I mean. I know 0 people, even though there are conservative friends and family in my orbit. Yeah. Peso, Lazy, Ron, Extra, I mean, I'll be down too, though. I don't think they're botting. It's entirely dependent. I mean, I don't know. It's entirely dependent on like how much their viewer count went down, right? Like, you can look at my viewership. You can look at my viewership because you're aware of what I do, right? You watch me all day, every day, and make a similar inference off of that. My view count goes down on the weekends. My view count is down today, and a big drop, like a spectacular drop of like 10K, 20K, adjusted to how big these content creators are, would most likely imply that there is some botting going on. Whether they're doing it to themselves or someone else is doing to them, I don't know. You know?